Okay, so a Derfg on foot. Not really tried this before. I'm not very good at Derfg in a car, to be fair. This is the second attempt at it. The first attempt, it was going alright, but then I forgot to go to the quarry, which is bad. So, yeah, we'll just see how this goes. I think the current record's about 70 minutes, so we'll see if I can do any better than that. I mean, I've had to look up the way people normally just go to the main island, because I usually go straight off to the other side and get a car further away, but obviously if you're doing everything on foot you need to go as short a route as possible, so I'm pretty sure I know how to get up the side of the hill without falling down too badly. I have already done a few little restarts just because trying to get something to ride at the top here isn't very consistent. But at least it doesn't take long before, you know, if you have to reset to get back to it again. So yeah, there's been a few little attempts to get started on this one. Oh, come on. Hopefully there's a truck or something up here. No. Oh well, we'll see if anything turns up. Right, that's got a trailer. That'll do. Make sure he stops. She stops. So this should take me all the way through the tunnel, which, looking at the previous attempt by Cos, I think he's gone through Zancudo, but well, probably it's faster to go through there if you're running, but if you can get a car on the road, I think it's probably best to go through the tunnel and up where the gas station bit is. But we'll see. A little bit harder to ride on these things. There's no bumps or anything around here, I don't think. What would be ideal is if this thing turns left up here. I don't know how likely that is. Again, I've not really done enough runs of this to know. There's only really one that got this far before. No, you can't turn easy. Right. So if anything does come up here, a truck or something with a trailer, there's something with a trailer there still spawning. If that one comes the other way, that'd be good. much spawning, does it? It's going to be a long run to the observatory if nothing spawns. But like I say, I think Cuz is running. He pretty much ran all the way to the observatory anyway. I think. As I said, he went through Zancudo, so I don't know whether it's quicker this way or not. I'm kind of banking on getting something that I can ride. There's still stuff with trailers going in the wrong direction. Shit, I can't get on a Regina roof rack. I go up the next road and again see if anything spawns that I can ride on, but if not, it's just a long run. This corner's any quicker? Probably not. Yeah, that's not really cut all that out, is it? Definitely nothing spawning. Nope, looks like I'm running. I mean, these are quiet roads anyway, it's not like trying to get something on a highway. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's going the wrong way. Yeah, it's not like getting something on the highway where there's lots of things coming. It's things only spawning few and far between here. Still seeing the odd thing with a trailer though. Just need one coming this way. That's not everything. Obviously when you do the G-Fred on foot, this whole trip between the observatory and what's the finishing island, it's a lot easier because you're just doing it in a parachute. But yeah, having to run this is going to be slower. There's no way it's going to be as quick, I think, as doing the G-Fred on foot. See, I think Cos did it in 70 minutes. Nope, still nothing, I think. It's getting a bit late now to bank on anything turning up, I think, but I think we definitely are running all the way to the observatory. have to be careful which hills you try and run up, because if it gets too steep you don't want to be falling back and dying, so I'll take it easy because I'm not really sure of which ones are easily climbed. I'll stick to the road for a bit longer. Kind of cut that corner there and climb a bit of the hill. Somewhere around here you can get up without falling. I forget what time it was exactly because I got to the observatory. I think it's about 12 minutes something, so I don't think we'll be far off. Yeah, I don't think that's much different from others. Well, I'm looking behind either. There's not going to be anything spawning going this way. Author's Pass, I wonder if that's a link to Red Dead Redemption 2. Again, I'm not really used to coming down here on foot, so I don't really want to follow the line that the cars would take, but I'm not quite sure what the safest quick route is down on foot. It gets a bit steep in places. Yeah, we want to get down to where the railroad is, and then hopefully we can get on the train. I think that's a bit like the start of the G-Fred, where you pretty much guarantee the train spawning when you get near the track. At least that's what I'm hoping. It seemed to do it for COD, and it certainly did it in the only other attempt I've had at this. could be trying to go to the road and see if there's anything to ride there, but you very rarely see trucks there that you can ride, so I think it probably is safer to just run. Assuming I don't fall down something too steep here. There's definitely a lot more running in this. Not really Runfred, is it? Run Derf. Yep. When I can't see me doing a lot of these with all of this running to do with it. It was bad enough when I did the April Fool's swim thread. That was 2 hours. Yeah, hopefully if I can get a train. Well, I've got to cross the river first, haven't I? I think I remember from the swim thread is this river can get a bit fast flowing at points. I'm sure I won't get washed away. What I do does look a bit quick here, doesn't it? Is that? Can I run through that safely? That bit's better. But yeah, I mean, finding an optimal route for this isn't something I imagine I'll be spending a lot of time doing. Just see how this goes. If anyone's mad enough to try it, then good on them. So that's the track there, isn't it? So is the train gonna spawn? There we go. Almost right on cue. Yeah. Now I'm not used to getting on it from here without. Should be able to just climb on from this distance. There we go. Now, do I try and get to the head of the train? Is it really worth trying to save the amount of time it takes to get? Give it a go. I'm just concerned now that you can bash your head on things in the tunnel. I can't remember how low hanging things are. Just get out. Get. You're not getting down. Go on. You gone down? You gone back up again? This looks fine. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So this is just like a G-Fred if you've gone up the west coast. You can just run up the hot lap route. Or mostly up the hot lap route. So in the last bit you have to do the bailout line. But again, it's there's always a risk. You can try and go up a bit that's too steep and fall back down. Probably the biggest risk of death climbing up Chiliad this side, because you're not always on a path. But I have done it before in Runfreds, even though most of the Runfred records haven't come up this side, because it's easier to get a truck to take you to the other side. If you can get a truck to this side, it is quicker to go. Chiliad. It's just it usually takes longer to get the truck to get to this side. There's lots of running and jumping now. This is a bit when my thumb starts to ache usually. Yeah, I'll have to check what time Cos did get into the top of Chiliad. This is the tricky bit. Yeah, oh. You can't just run straight up, so you have to come back on yourself a little bit, but you have to do it in the right place. There we go, that's better. Yeah, we just cut over to here. Which is where I used to bail out in the car if I'd taken the wrong car and all that route as well. Should be able to get up here. There's always, I never quite remember. There's always a chance of falling over here. Oh, it's steep. Don't like that. Not that far from the top from here. So when we do get to the top, see, we're going to get to the airport next. I did notice goes parachutes down and then gets on a truck. So I'll try something a little bit different to that. Obviously, if this was a Runfred, then I would be parachuting to the observatory and then to the finish, but if I can parachute to the observatory, I should be able to parachute past the observatory and into the city. If I can get to the city, possibly get to the airport, so we'll see. But this is where it's going to get long, boring and disorientating, I think. I'm aiming for the same spot, roughly. To start with anyway. And it usually takes about 6 minutes normally to get to the observatory. So we're going to be in the air for a long time. I think it used to be about 12 minutes, didn't it? To get all the way to the end of a G-Fred. So we'll see how far we can shoot in a Derfg. I wonder if that will be longer or shorter to get to the airport. I mean, it is novel just using your parachute in a Derfg. Normally you don't need one for Derfgs, do you? You don't need to do the parachute at the end. I don't know if there is a way to incorporate it now, because you'd have to get lighthouse checkpoint, and you can't really do parachuting in a normal Derfg, but in one that's on foot. Hopefully this is going to save us some time. But this is PS5, so it's narrower swing, isn't it? Which technically it should be faster to do this on PC. I've been doing mainly PS5 lately, so I've kind of got used to the swings on PS5 now, so I figured I'd try it on here first. I don't know if there's a record for it on PC. Probably leave that for someone else to get. We'll see. Just how mind-numbing this gets. theory, once we get to the airport, it shouldn't be too hard to get back up, assuming we can get a truck of some sort. It's usually not the hard part, and we don't have to come back to Chiliad, so we can... Well, we need to get to the quarry, so we can take the train if there's no trucks. If we have to get that far. If we have to stay on foot until we get to the tracks, but we'll see. Quite getting the rhythm right. Still okay, I think I'm just trying to judge how well this would have been for the observatory checkpoint if it was there. It was still quite high above, aren't we? So it would have been a good one for that. Yeah. So you don't need to go over towards the observatory. Just keep following the dot ahead on the map. Just about see the airport in the distance, can't you? I don't think you can make out the airport car park yet. I think it might be hidden behind a building. You can just about make out the control tower thing. Anyway, that's past the observatory. So, yeah, just how far across the city can we get? A helicopter? I'm sure it's fine. It's really disorientating doing this. It's definitely the worst part of it, even though it's I suppose technically fun as well. Or most fun, as opposed to the running and the standing still on a truck. But yeah, just really does, yeah, especially if you suffer at all with motion sickness. I don't know if anyone watches these sped up, but it's even worse when it's sped up. It's wiggling from side to side so quick. Yeah, I did try doing a video where I sped it all up once, and it just it just made me ill to watch. This is bad enough. So yeah, you can see where the checkpoint is now. Still pretty high. I reckon we can probably do some swoops. Question is, where do we start? Yeah, I think that should still make it. Oh, there's trucks spawning down there as well, looking at that. Probably get another one in. Maybe even another one after that. Yeah, I'm still too high, really. Well, there's probably time to be saved there, but we won't worry about that. So yeah, now it's just a bit like the end of a Runfred. We're going to get a truck if we can.
That ain't good.
Like I say, I did do one of these before and I did just completely forget that I had to go. Oh. Well, that's gone better in the past. Yeah, in the previous attempt, mistakes were also made. Yeah. I missed the quarry edge, but yes, no, I'm fine. Need to have a bit more armor in him. Yeah. Won't have to worry about getting hit by trucks and things. Hopefully there's something I can just ride on straight away, but not often the case. Usually you have to run around the corner a bit. To be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if I had to run all the way to the next highway, but we'll see. Oh, cement trucks spawning, that's never a good sign. Can't ride the cement trucks. Oh, mind you, what's that? Yeah, definitely trucks. Just need one to spawn behind. Not in front, loads in front. Oh, there's one. Where's it? Oh, it's going down there. Now, will it come back up? I don't think I've got time to wait. Oh, there's another one. Keep it in view until it gets closer. I want it despawning by looking ahead. Should do. Oh, get on.
Dick.
okay. Now then, where's he gonna go? Is he gonna take me onto the highway that I want to go on?
Dipshit!
There's definitely stuff going down there. That very often goes straight up there to where I want to go. Yeah. I wonder if it's gonna come up. Or should I just run round the bend and see? No, it's coming up. At least gets us so far. Probably won't be on the right, in the right lane when we get round here, because we want to stick to the left-hand lanes. But we'll see. Anything else spawns? Charming. There's a motorhome there. It's still not in the right lane, it wants to be in the two leftmost. Oh, yeah, there now. Try this. Never know, I might get it changed lanes.
You dick.
Are you gonna change lanes? That would be nice. Yeah. Okay, well we don't want to go down here. Anything else? What's that? Oh, that's in the right lane. That might do.
What a twit.
See if we can get all the way up to the quarry in this. Probably on for a good time. Like I say, it's I think 70 minutes is the previous record, unless someone else has done one. But we definitely have a very good chance of beating that, I think.
What a twit.
Yes, as long as I remember to go to the quarry this time.
You killer.
Yeah, it's not going too badly. Usually speed up a little bit out of the city. Don't really like to kick these vans, especially. And I don't know if this is programmed in the game, but it seems to me like when it's a woman driving the truck, they're more easily spooked. They're more likely to either just stop and get out,
What a twit.
or turn off the road if you start kicking the truck. Yeah, so yeah, some drivers seem to be more easily spooked than others. So we'll just keep going. Where's that train? Oh, it's going that way.
What a twit. You killer.
So once we're past this bit, it's not the end of the world.
What a twit.
If it turns off right here. because it will still come round to near the quarry, but the trucks do tend to go really slow. So yeah, no, it's not going down there. That's better. I think going this way because we'll still end up at the quarry.
What a twist! You killer!
Those are definitely English insults, aren't they?
What a twist!
So,
You killer!
let's camp out and say, oh mind you, I don't need to get anything. That would be really good if I was doing a Runfred, because it would probably take me all the way to Chiliad, but I don't need to go to Chiliad. We'll just, yeah, that never happens. But it's typical. Never happens when you want to do a nice quick run for it. But yeah, to Derfg. I think we're fine. Yeah, we can just go up here, can't we, and run into the quarry from up here.
That's astonishing!
Yeah, give it a kick. Oh, yeah, I don't think she's turning right. So yeah, I'll just jump off somewhere here and where's best. I'll get run over by a train. That's in the distance. So that's the other thing. Once you get the quarry checkpoint, it's whether or not a train will still spawn coming out of the quarry. Because when you do a Runfred, you do jump off a train, and then when you come back, there's usually a train spawning as you run back to the highway. I don't know if it's going to be the same doing it this way. But again, we'll see. There's one more checkpoint and the finish left. Now, when I do a Runfred, I stick to the right here, because in my mind anyway, that makes the train more likely to spawn from the right. I'm going to go a little bit further to the left, even though the next checkpoint is to the right. Hopefully a train will spawn coming from the left in the direction I want to go. I don't think that sounds like it's coming from the right direction. Alright, well, see if we can get a truck. The train's not ideal anyway because it does turn off. Oh, what the hell. Yeah, it turns off and goes towards Chiliad. Doesn't go all the way back to where the lighthouse is. So this is probably better actually. So yeah, I think we're going to beat 70 minutes by quite a bit.
You disgust me.
I think we're probably going to get under an hour, aren't we? Normally it takes about, what,
You make me sick.
6 minutes to get from the start to the quarry checkpoint usually. Just trying to think. It normally involves a train, but we've got this pretty quick, so
You disgust me.
yeah, should be a fairly good time. Obviously there's still lots of time to save if you've got things to ride on at the start towards the observatory,
You
but
make me sick.
yeah, this is just the start in reverse now. The one thing I do have to try and remember is which way the swim goes. Is that gonna? No. I don't suppose I have to save much time riding the truck to the bridge here. But yes, I need to do the swim backwards, don't I? Which I don't think I can ever remember trying. So yeah, we normally get out of the water just up here. Obviously must remember to get the lighthouse checkpoint. That's the one everyone tends to forget when they do a Derfg. And I'll swim round my normal way. Hopefully not. Still getting surfaced, so it's the same as a G-Fred. Oh, come on, get down. We're gonna get under 55 minutes, that is. I think so. So yeah, that's 54:27. It's like over 15 minutes off the current record. So I mean, it can be done quicker, but yeah. Well, see if anyone else wants to try it. All right, cheers then. Bye bye.